And welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we've got another music teacher reaction and analysis video for you. Specifically, we're going to be looking at Pentatonix and their version of Queen's classic that is Bohemian Rhapsody. Super excited for this. Two things I absolutely love, both Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody as well as Pentatonix as a general group. Super excited for this. Can't wait to hear what this has in store for us. With that being said, everybody, let's get into it.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. Ooh. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy. 'Cause I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low.
Oh.
Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me.
Oh gosh, Avi.
To me.
Okay, we're gonna pause there. I don't normally pause this early, but man, two things that were really cool. One, I love what they did with the dual stereo effect, going from one ear to the other. I don't know if you guys hear that super well if you're just using speakers or not, but on a headset, like on headphones, that's a really cool effect. That's a really, really neat thing that they did in terms of a mixing standpoint. So kudos to them from a mixing side of things. The other big thing that really I loved about this opening here is just, and it's so true to this group, their ability to be so clean and perfect in the little things, guys, is so impressive with this group. The diction, I don't know how to describe this outside of just saying it. The way that they shape their vowel sounds and create such a similar tone is so impressive. It's just something. It goes to show, like, they've been singing for years together, and they are so good at blending with each other. It's something that other groups don't have. They don't have that blend. They might have amazing individual voices and can do some amazing things as a group, but they just don't quite have the blend that this group does. They are so good at that and matching each other and creating this incredible sound. Really, really cool. We're going to go ahead and continue. I'm not going to rewind on that as much as I would love to. We're going to keep going here and hear what they've got in store for us next. Oh, it's so good.
Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pull my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, ooh, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really matters.
Okay, hold on. We're going to rewind for a second because I'm pretty sure that was not Mitch. That was way up in that stratosphere there. Listen to the arpeggiated stuff here, guys. In the really, really high male voice that's going on here. I don't think that was Mitch. I think that was Scott, which is really impressive. I know that people have said that he has a much higher range than what a lot of people realize, but that's a great example of, if that's him, that's some impressive head voice singing from him there in that arpeggio section.
Carry on, as if nothing really matters.
like, I'm pretty sure that's Scott. That's really impressive.
Too late, my time has come. Send shivers down my spine. Body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama, I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at
Okay, we're gonna pause. I know you guys all want to hear this next section really bad. I would love to hear a live version of this because I want to know how much patch effect is going on with Mitch's voice there. Most of it, from what I'm hearing, is not patched. Most of that is just him creating that effect with his nasally vocalization and singing and stuff there. But there are moments where I feel like I am hearing a little bit of effect being put onto it, especially in his lower register when he starts to get into the lower range of the guitar. It sounds like there's a little bit of effect there. But when he's in the upper part, that sounds completely natural to me. It sounds like that's him doing it all on his own, which is really impressive. This reminds me so much. I cannot think for the life of me what their name was. For any of you guys that are out there and are fans of the show Carmen Sandiego, where in the world was Carmen Sandiego? Not the cartoon, as much as I love the cartoon back in the day, but the live action like game show that they used to have. They had an a cappella group. I want to say it was Rockapella was the name of the group's name, if I remember correctly. The name of the group's name. Yeah, the group's name. But I used to have a CD of them and some of the stuff that they did, and this was one of the songs that they did. For me, this is like an all-time classic a cappella song. It is so cool to do this song in an a cappella manner. We actually, in my high school chorus, did an a cappella version of this, and it was really neat. It was a ton of fun to mimic the guitar solo section on this. I gotta give credit where credit is due, though. Mitch kills that compared to what we did. But I have to say, like, these guys absolutely hold up to the Rockapella group and their rendition of this. It's just so fun to hear the differences and the interpretive takes on such a classic song like this from group to group. Man, Mitch, he's such a good singer. Did such a great job. Absolutely love it. We're gonna go ahead and rewind just a hair to lead into the next section. Love it, guys.
I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, Figaro. Magnifico! I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from this monstrosity.
I love what they did there. We're gonna rewind on that. So, one, in terms of featuring individuals, obviously, yeah, Mitch. It makes sense for Mitch to take the lead on this. His voice is far and away the most close to oh my word, why am I blanking on his name? Freddie Mercury. Holy moly, his voice is the most similar to Freddie Mercury, but in terms of featuring people, the featuring of Scott here and Avi in particular in this section, I think makes perfect sense. But if you guys listen, Avi takes the initial feature solo here, and then at the end, he drops it down the octave. You can hear him actually singing down the octave, and Scott kind of takes the main octave of it. It's really cool. Plus, also, guys, I love that Kevin just sits here with this face the whole time until he actually sings. It's so funny.
I see a little silhouette of a man.
Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me.
Galileo, Figaro.
Magnifico!
I'm just a poor boy, no.
So he's in this range, and then he drops it.
Easy come, easy go, will you let me go?
Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let him go. We'll not let you go. Never will not let you go. Mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has the devil put aside for me.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
For me.
Before we continue with Scott's feature here, I love what they did with that. Instead of going with the traditional like really heavy rock, they kind of give it almost this laid back like sort of hip hop funk feel to it, almost like a funk. Like you almost feel it in 2 as opposed to a heavy rock 4. I love that. That's such a cool reinterpretation of this song from both from an original standpoint and as well as an acapella standpoint. Like rockapella, when they did a traditional heavy 4 da 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 da, as opposed to the that like kind of a more of a 2 feel. It's really cool, really really cool.
For me.
At least that's the way I hear it.
So you think you can stone me and spit in my eye?
Yeah.
So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out, just gotta get right
Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to
Ugh, I love that. I love that. Ugh. I love the wind effect at the end too. That's that I love that. That's such a great example of how a reimagining of something can be done so well. To have that wind effect that's not traditionally something you're going to hear in the instrumentalified version of this that you can do in an a cappella version. That's so cool. So cool. Man, I love this, guys. One thing I wanted to point out, I didn't get a chance to mention, Kirsten, her shaping, we mentioned about the shaping of sounds and everything and how well they blend together. You could see her at the beginning of this really, really doing it. And you hear her again kind of taking the lead at the end here, which I love that idea. She's not utilized a ton in this, but she is a core background to this. It makes sense for them to have Mitch and Scott come out, and even Avi to some degree, come out as the leads in this because of the original and the tone quality of the voice that we're looking for here. But her ability to shape sounds, especially the keeping that really, really, really resonant in the forefrontal of her nasal cavities, I guess is the best way to describe it. To keep that so clean and clear and not get kind of nasally is just so impressive. You can see her doing so much, especially at the beginning of the song, to create that exact sound and tone quality that's necessary for this to sound as good as it was. I just got to give her a shout on that one too. It's easy for us to kind of forget what she does in this, but man, what an amazing song, guys! I absolutely love this. It brings me back. It brings me back to the 90s, essentially, of hearing rockapella and their interpretation of this song. Absolutely loved it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. If you guys, first of all, aren't familiar with rockapella, go check them out. But also, hopefully, you guys enjoyed what you saw today. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you guys gave a like. If you'd like to catch more of the content that we've got here on the channel, make sure you guys subscribe and turn on notifications. And last but not least, if you'd like to join the live discussion over on Discord, make sure you guys check out the link in the video description below. All right, everybody, catch you next time.